In this podcast episode, Dr. Rick Strassman, a prominent figure in the field of psychedelic research, shares his insights on DMT, its effects, and the implications of his work. The conversation delves into various subjects, including the nature of DMT experiences, the historical context of psychedelics, and the intersection of spirituality and science. Dr. Strassman begins by discussing the profound nature of DMT experiences, emphasizing their intensity and the unique mental states they induce. He explains that DMT, or dimethyltryptamine, is a powerful psychedelic compound that can lead to experiences often described as mystical or transcendent. Users frequently report encounters with entities or beings, vivid visual phenomena, and a sense of connection to a greater reality. Strassman notes that these experiences can be both enlightening and terrifying, depending on the individual's mindset and the context in which the substance is consumed. The conversation highlights the subjective nature of these experiences, suggesting that they may amplify existing thoughts and feelings within the user. Strassman posits that psychedelics, including DMT, serve as a magnifier of the mind, bringing forth latent ideas and emotions that may not be readily accessible in ordinary consciousness. This amplification can lead to significant insights, but it also raises questions about the nature of reality and the mind's capacity to perceive it. As the discussion progresses, Dr. Strassman provides a historical overview of psychedelic research, particularly focusing on the 1960s and 70s. He recounts how the initial wave of interest in psychedelics was met with enthusiasm from the scientific community, leading to numerous studies exploring their therapeutic potential. However, this momentum was abruptly halted by the backlash against drug culture and the subsequent criminalization of psychedelics. Strassman reflects on how this shift stifled research and pushed the exploration of these substances underground. Strassman also touches on the role of the CIA in psychedelic research, particularly through programs like MKUltra. He explains that the government was interested in the potential of psychedelics for mind control and interrogation techniques. This dark chapter in the history of psychedelics serves as a cautionary tale about the ethical implications of using powerful substances without a clear understanding of their effects on the human psyche. One of the most intriguing aspects of the conversation is the exploration of how DMT affects the brain. Dr. Strassman explains that DMT interacts with serotonin receptors, particularly the 5-HT2A receptor, which plays a crucial role in mood regulation and perception. He discusses the potential for DMT to stimulate neurogenesis and neuroplasticity, suggesting that these effects could have therapeutic applications for conditions such as depression and PTSD. Strassman emphasizes that while the biochemical mechanisms of DMT are still being studied, the subjective experiences reported by users provide valuable insights into its effects. He notes that the brain's response to DMT may vary significantly from person to person, influenced by factors such as individual psychology, past experiences, and the setting in which the substance is consumed. This variability underscores the complexity of psychedelic experiences and the need for further research to understand their full implications. The podcast also delves into the importance of intention when using psychedelics. Dr. Strassman asserts that the mindset and expectations of the user can significantly shape the experience. He explains that individuals who approach their psychedelic journey with a clear intention, whether for healing, exploration, or spiritual growth, are more likely to have meaningful and transformative experiences. Conversely, those who approach it with fear or uncertainty may encounter challenging or distressing experiences. Strassman encourages listeners to consider their motivations for using psychedelics and to cultivate a supportive environment for their journeys. He suggests that preparation, including setting intentions and creating a safe space, can enhance the likelihood of positive outcomes. This emphasis on intention aligns with many traditional practices surrounding psychedelics, where ritual and preparation play a crucial role in the experience. A significant theme in the conversation is the intersection of DMT and spirituality. Dr. Strassman discusses how many users report profound spiritual experiences while under the influence of DMT, often describing encounters with divine beings or a sense of unity with the universe. He reflects on the potential for psychedelics to facilitate spiritual awakening and deepen one's understanding of existence. Strassman also addresses the implications of these experiences for organized religion. He notes that the insights gained from DMT experiences can challenge traditional religious beliefs and prompt individuals to seek a more personal understanding of spirituality. This exploration of spirituality through psychedelics raises important questions about the nature of faith, the divine, and the human experience. The conversation shifts to the impact of the war on drugs on psychedelic research and public perception. Dr. Strassman explains how the criminalization of psychedelics has hindered scientific inquiry and perpetuated stigma around their use. He argues that this has led to a lack of understanding about the potential benefits of psychedelics, particularly in therapeutic contexts. Strassman emphasizes the need for a paradigm shift in how society views psychedelics. He advocates for a more nuanced understanding that recognizes their potential for healing and personal growth. By reframing the narrative around psychedelics, Strassman believes we can create a more informed and compassionate approach to their use. As the discussion progresses, Dr. Strassman shares his thoughts on the future of psychedelic research. He expresses optimism about the growing interest in psychedelics within the scientific community and the potential for new discoveries. Strassman notes that recent studies have shown promising results in using psychedelics for treating various mental health conditions, including depression, anxiety, and addiction. However, he also cautions that the resurgence of interest in psychedelics must be approached with care. Strassman emphasizes the importance of conducting rigorous research and ensuring that the therapeutic use of psychedelics is grounded in ethical practices. He believes that as we move forward, it is crucial to prioritize safety and informed consent in all psychedelic research. Dr. Strassman delves into the intriguing connection between DMT experiences and biblical prophecy. He discusses how some individuals report experiences that parallel the visions described by biblical prophets, such as Ezekiel. Strassman suggests that these similarities may point to a shared human experience of altered states of consciousness that transcends cultural and historical boundaries. This exploration raises questions about the nature of prophecy and divine communication. Strassman posits that the experiences induced by DMT may provide insights into the mystical experiences that have shaped religious traditions throughout history. By examining these connections, Strassman encourages a deeper understanding of the role of psychedelics in spiritual and religious contexts. The podcast also addresses the ethical considerations surrounding psychedelic use. Dr. Strassman emphasizes the importance of responsible use and the need for informed consent in psychedelic research. He argues that individuals should be fully aware of the potential risks and benefits before engaging in psychedelic experiences. Strassman also discusses the potential for exploitation in the burgeoning psychedelic industry. He cautions against the commercialization of psychedelics without adequate safeguards in place to protect vulnerable individuals. By prioritizing ethical practices, Strassman believes we can create a more compassionate and responsible approach to psychedelic use. As the conversation draws to a close, Dr. Strassman reflects on the impact of technology on psychedelic experiences. He notes that the rise of digital communication and social media has changed the way people engage with psychedelics and share their experiences. While technology can facilitate connection and information sharing, it also poses challenges in terms of authenticity and depth of understanding. Strassman encourages individuals to seek out genuine experiences and connections, both with themselves and with others. He believes that the true power of psychedelics lies in their ability to foster meaningful connections and insights, which can be diluted in a fast-paced, technology-driven world. By prioritizing authenticity and depth, Strassman believes unlock the full potential of psychedelic experiences.